Hey! Welcome to Sportsball, everyone.
Hi, Internet. How are you doing? I missed you.
Yeah, we missed you.
We missed
you.
Is it the one with the big light?
It's the giant red light on, Brandon.
How long have you been
You've
working
been here before.
Fair enough. No, when we started, we had the little handy cams.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, which camera's activated? I don't know.
That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Come on, brother.
ago.
But it's good to see you. It's good to see you.
Who are you?
Everybody introduce themselves.
start,
I'm the
you
host,
start.
Tyler Coe.
I am Jack Patillo.
I'm Brandon.
Farmahini.
I am here because Joel is gone, so I will talk like this.
You're just here so you don't get fined.
Yeah, we've
basically.
had some rotating parts on the show. You, Jack, you were in London for a spell.
I was in London for a week, and I'm happy to be back. I got some
do you got?
London
Yeah.
stuff. So a fan brought up this is a rugby. It's a match. It's between England and Germany in 2003, and it's crazy to me that they have like these things just for one match. It's like holy crap.
That's really cool.
It's really nice.
That's
so I'm
badass.
wearing it, and then I got my my awesome England number one hand. Yay!
Except for America.
The jerseys, the soccer jerseys have ads on them, right?
Yeah, all
Yeah.
over the place.
How do we get an ad on England? Like, how do we do, Patrick?
How much does that cost?
Can we get an ad, just a giant sports ball
like
ad?
just a cock on it? Like our Rooster Teeth cock.
Just get the sports ball.
Get rid of the flag.
I've got a
sports ball,
challenge
that's-
for us. How about this, audience? I want to see the sports ball logo on a NASCAR car. Can we do that?
Oh, shit, that would be awesome.
They have little patches. Just someone do that.
Yeah, they have tons. There's like 20 or 30 on a car. Like you
and
could fit us
so
in.
there's something. How many are in a normal race? Cole, get on this. Oh yeah, Cole's down here.
Yeah,
in
by the way,
here,
Cole
wherever
Cam,
he is.
Cole's with us today. There he is. You see him right down there.
In a typical like Daytona 500, how many vehicles are on the track? Because you do that times what 30 or 40 sponsors, that's going to be like 8,000.
Yeah, we're talking.
right?
Yeah, thousands of sponsors.
So
we could easily be
absolutely. I want to make that happen.
one. We're gonna get that going. We're gonna find a guy. We'll find a driver. But
If that doesn't work, there's always monster trucks.
Oh, this
that too.
This is from Craig. Thank you very much, Craig. I appreciate
Thanks, Craig.
dropping this off for me.
we have a lot of stuff given to us today. For instance, I'm wearing this shirt, jersey, not a shirt. This is the first time I've ever worn a jersey.
The Mighty Ooks.
The Mighty Oots.
They call it kits.
43 cars in the previous Daytona 500.
43
so
cars.
43 times 30 or 40.
So like that's like 1,200, right?
Yeah.
I mean that's a lot of little
So we could be
advertisements.
1201.
Just one.
Yeah, just one.
Just one. Let's make it happen.
So this is my Utes jersey. I want to apologize to everyone. It kind of seems like I've become the kiss of death on this show. Every team that I pump up and choose has lost this year. I chose the Utes to go to the national championship. They lost to USC over the weekend. That's not too good. Might have picked the Cubbies. We're going to get to that in a second. But I wanted to thank Sasha for this. It's so cool. She wrote us a nice letter as well. And she said she wanted to let us know Utah isn't all that bad. We might have made fun of Utah for like the underwear and the goats and everything else like that. But that's totally
Underwear
cool. It's
and
fine.
goats.
Yeah. No, thank you guys so much. We also have some other stuff. We have so much stuff to get to. Check this out. Got a bat. This is signed by J.J. Watt.
Bat for tiny people.
Are you kidding me? Isn't that cool,
J.J.
Brandon?
Watt.
Makes
J.J.
me feel like-
Yeah.
That makes it.
It's like if I was playing baseball in the mid-'90s and full of steroids.
Did you see that clip of J.J. Watt just hitting home runs out of the park on like that? He went to batting practice, I
doubt
think,
it.
with the Astros, and was just like sitting there, just knocking them out of the park.
Can't he jump his own height?
He can. He can. Yeah, his box jump is like, it's a crazy.
like
He
an
can't
ant.
quite jump his own height.
That's-
He can jump me.
Wow.
And I'm a short guy. I mean, clearly, I'm like, yeah, I'm a little short white guy. He can jump me. And it's like one of my goals to get him on the show.
Oh, nice.
So he can do that.
Well, and they're
That's
not
the
going to the
entire
playoffs this
reason
year,
we're doing
so
sports ball.
we got-
Yeah, Houston's
we got
not
plenty of
going
time.
anywhere. All right,
Wait, so
one more thing.
one more thing.
We got a few more things. Also, we got this guy.
Hey!
This is a team that's winning. Michigan State. We got this sent to us by
little
a
Sparty.
guy named J-Rock. I don't know. He didn't give his real name. His name's J-Rock. That's freaking cool. He also wrote us, as you
Okay.
can see, Jack. He said, I'm loving sports ball, even if you guys do manage to get Connor McDavid's name wrong twice with computers in front of all of you.
Names be wrong sometimes.
Sorry, J-Rock. Thanks for all the stuff. So we got some cool stuff, man.
So
this is
yeah.
pretty neat.
If you want to send us some stuff, just get on Twitter and check the Sportsball hashtag. I'll post our address, or I'll send you a message if you want to send something. Message me, and I'll send the address to you, and then you can send some stuff in. Because I don't know if we're really actually allowed to give our address out just publicly, but whatever. So
we're
we'll do
not?
it that way. I don't know, or have we before?
Well, people have been asking me. I've been
We'll
giving them
ask.
the
We'll find out
address.
by next
I don't
week.
know if that's okay. Sorry, I've been doing it like a lot.
Anyway.
So, anyways, if you want to send us stuff, you can. If you look at this number right down here, you can send us a voicemail. You can send us a text during the show. We're going to read it. And, guys, we already have a lot coming in on the text line, and it's all about the Mets. So we got to talk about the World Series. The World Series is set. It was not our team. It was not my team, the Cubbies, that are going to be going. It's Royals.
Kansas
and
City
it's
Royals.
Mets. It's New York, KC.
New York.
Each of them has won a World Series before, right? And it was
Yes.
like 64 and 65, right? They have like they're
Off by about
back-to-back
20
champions.
years. You're right about back-to-back. It's off by about 20 years. It's 85 and 86. 85 was the Royals. Remember George Brett? They had some other. Right,
no, it was 86 because they beat the Astros in the NLCS.
Yes, and 86, if you'll remember, was the Mets because it was probably the most memorable World Series of all time. It was Red Sox-Mets. That's 86. That's Bill Buckner. That was the mistake, of course, through his legs. The
third baseman,
probably the
right?
greatest first baseman, probably the greatest error ever known to man. Just ball right between his legs.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still
Good
alive.
for him.
Yeah.
Good for him.
You did it.
And he got his championship a few times. Boston's won
Poor guy,
3 in
man.
the past 15 years.
Yeah,
So, I mean, they got,
yeah.
4, 7, 12, I think. 12 or 13, one of the two. So, anyways, the World Series is set. Are you guys excited about this or no?
In baseball, I think the majority of people, if you don't hear Red Sox and you don't hear Yankees, there's just less interest. And it's measurable. Like you could look at it in the ratings. And when you're looking at a market like Kansas City, even though they're coming back for the following year, it's hard to really get that excited, regardless of how good the team really is.
It is.
But New York's still New York. The Mets are in. And they're a team that's easy to root for and a team that's easy to hate.
Yeah,
I don't know many people who feel passionately love the Royals or hate the Royals.
Yeah.
The Royals are like that underdog team that you kind of fall in love with.
Yeah, I mean, the Royals, they were a laughing stock, 5 years ago? I mean, it was kind of like,
For
they're
like
out.
20 years.
Yeah. and
20
it's
years since their last
they've had
World
this
Series
sort
title.
of this meteoric rise, and that's great. And
I forgot something, Jack.
Uh-oh.
I forgot something very important.
What'd you forgot?
You were talking about passion. I forgot about this. I forgot to tell you who the show is brought to you by.
Oh, crap.
I got to start doing that every show.
You
Rooster
should probably
Teeth,
do that.
They
That's
always
how
do hey.
That's how we make our money and how we
The
keep
show
the
is
show
brought
running.
to you by Harry's
show doesn't
and
make money.
SeatGeek. Or I don't know if they're going to show up on
know if we
the
have
bottom or the
logos
top.
or-
I totally just caught Patrick off guard because I should have done this at the beginning. But I'm still learning, even after what show,
This
10?
is number 10.
Number
Come
10.
on, man. 2.5 months.
Cole John, stat guy over there. What episode is this, Cole?
Sportsball number 10.
Thank you,
All
Cole.
right.
I appreciate
Stat.
it. So this show is brought to you by Harry's and SeatGeek. And also, I'm excited to announce we have another partner for the show. Brought to you by Kirk Cousins.
Hey!
Can you believe that? Kirk Cousins. There he is right there.
That's a live feed.
That's a
As
live
we were
feed.
giving him
Can
credit.
we see what Kurt said again, Patrick, real quick?
You like that? You like that?
I do like that,
We
Kurt.
like that.
I do like that.
Thank you,
So do you
Kirk.
know what that's from, guys?
But it looks like a football game.
It was,
All
Jack.
right.
It was from this past weekend where, lo and behold, the Redskins, they won a fucking game.
That's cool, but Yao Ming saying you can't fucking stop me, I think takes the cake.
In English, by the way, because in
English,
remember
yeah.
Rockets games, halftime, you learn Chinese with Yao, and they put it up there. Nobody did it. It was
Yeah, but
hard
he'd
to do
fake
it.
not speaking English so he didn't have to talk to the media.
Exactly.
All right,
Sammy
all
Sosa
right.
did the same shit. Anyways, Kirk Cousins, he was really excited
Sounds like
after beating the Redskins, and he just
The Buccaneers.
That's the Buccaneers. Sorry.
Like, Cole is on top of it
All right.
today.
Well, technically,
I like that, Cole.
Do you like that? How
I
much do you
like
like
that.
that?
I
Kirk
like it.
Cousins loves that. He likes it a lot. So basically, yeah, Kurt, take it away.
You like that?
He does. He likes it.
Again, that's a live feed.
That's a
Yeah.
live feed of
It's
Kurt.
odd
We
that
have a lot of
Yeah.
cameras
Every
in the
time
locker room.
He's
he
just
walks
doing
past,
laps.
and then he has to go back and get ready for it. Okay, now I'm gonna come. I like that.
He's got that
like
much passion because technically he has beaten the Redskins this year, even though he plays for them, because he's been terrible this year. But I love this. I like this actually. Love is I need to stick with like.
Well, he's saying like it.
Like,
He's saying
like
you like
sounds
this.
like so
Like
passionate
this.
right there. I like this, Kurt. I really do. I'm going to tell you why I like this.
Why do you
I
like
like
this?
it when you are trying to be a quarterback. I like it that you're actually being one. I like it that you're not setting the position back 50 years. I like that you're excited about beating the all-powerful Buccaneers on a last-second drive, even though their defense ranks second last in the NFL.
So you think he's a bad quarterback?
I think he's a terrible quarterback.
How many good quarterbacks are in the NFL? Let me ask you that.
This year, oh my gosh, maybe 4 or 5 tops.
4 or 5.
tops.
No,
Okay,
there's
all right.
a lot more than that. If you're
We're talking about elite?
you're talking premier. He said good. I mean, there's
Okay,
probably about
good.
12 good quarterbacks.
All right, well, let's see if we can figure them out. Brandon?
Oh, good
Well,
Lord.
let's say I think we all agree. Maybe 12 is a decent number. So let's say 12
good quarterbacks. Like I would be happy to have starting
12 people in this country are good at playing quarterback. And look at how many of the college football teams there are and how many quarterbacks. There's like 120 Division One. Whoever knows how many Division Two, and then how many high school quarterbacks there are that don't even get into college.
Right.
How can there only be 12 quarterbacks in the country that are good? It doesn't make any sense. Like there's something wrong with the way that we evaluate these guys. Because remember, with college, it's who's ever that age. In the pros, over a span of 12 years, there's 12 guys who are good.
Good.
It
Just
doesn't.
good. Yeah.
Something does not
Well,
compute.
I mean, I think more so than any other sport is like the whole thing of the team. I mean, that's it comes down to, is your O-line good? Because you throw Tom Brady behind like the Houston Texas O-line, he's going to fall apart. So it's all a matter. I mean, maybe not as bad as their quarterback right now, but I mean, it's a matter of how does your team help you out? It's a lot of people supporting each other. That being said, there are some players better than others.
Yes,
so,
there are.
Yeah. You throw.
Yes.
I mean,
Kirk Cousins is not one of them, but he did have a really good game, and I like that. That's your motto for the show. Love that.
Oh man,
that's awesome. But I think it's cute that he's like trying to be quarterback. Like he's actually like
I think it's cute.
He's trying to be people.
Good
Well, I mean,
He's
little
awful.
quarterback.
He's turned
really-
over the ball 11 times this year. The Redskins are dumpster fire. I have no idea what Jay Gruden is doing. I don't know why he has this vendetta against Colt McCoy. RG3 is third string, and they spent God knows how much money on that guy.
You gotta cherish those moments. If you're never
you
really
beat
celebrated.
the Buccaneers,
Look,
who have
man,
a rookie quarterback,
this is the only time-
shittiest team in the
Only time
NFL.
I'll bring up the Longhorns because I know we're the Longhorn heavy. But I will say,
Here we go.
Here we
the
go.
coach, they're trying to fire him. Even the Texas Rangers Twitter said fire him.
Who?
He
Charlie
beats-
Strong?
Yeah. He beats Oklahoma, and the players pick him up.
Yeah,
And they're
'cause the players believed
they
in
have
him.
him over his head, and he's like, yeah.
The players believed
so
in
it's
him.
like when you have a good moment after so many bad ones, you get excited.
No, I
you
get,
forget overall.
I get that he gets excited. I do. And you can see there's like a train of people behind him just celebrating what an amazing victory the Redskins just had over the Buccaneers.
Yeah,
But I like that, Kurt.
But he does
I like that.
I like
he likes
that
it
as
a lot.
well.
That's what happens.
It's funny. This is an interesting week in the NFL because we have 3 games where we have a 2-win team facing off against a 1-win team. 3 different games. So there are 6 teams with a total of 9 wins between them all.
It's gonna be
That's incredible.
It's gonna be a great weekend.
What is
isn't
up
it?
with this? Is a weird season in the NFL. There's no.
It's just been a weird year in general. It's been a really weird year.
I mean, the Colts have been terrible. Colts are 3-4 right now.
For a team that was picked to maybe go to the Super Bowl, a team that went all in on
Yeah,
getting
I mean,
Andre
they
Johnson
were,
and Frank Gore.
No team was picked from the AFC. No team was picked more than the Colts.
Right,
to
because
go
you
to the
didn't
Super
know
Bowl.
if Brady was going to come back from Deflategate or like what that was going to be if he came back like 4 weeks in, what the Patriots were going to be sitting at. We all probably presumed they'd be in the playoffs for sure.
Absolutely.
But we thought Andrew Luck was going to take that next step, that team would. That hasn't happened at all. You know, one team that is like the most intriguing team in the NFL to me is the Broncos.
Broncos had a rough season.
Because I don't understand the Broncos. And I kind of trashed Peyton Manning last week, and then we had a few people get mad at me.
And Peyton, among one of them.
I might have said
Peyton went
he's
2 games in a row with no touchdowns. I know that because he's
bad.
my quarterback in one of my fantasy leagues.
He's not good this year. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. I'm saying he's one of the good ones. He's one of the 12, but that's pretty low. He's like number 12 out of the good quarterbacks.
This season, yes. Overall, in general, he's one of the greatest.
I mean, he's legendary. He's going to be one of the greatest.
But look at the team. You know,
the defense is that
the
good.
issue is Peyton Manning worse, or it's obviously a new coach, a new system.
It's your boy Gary Kubiak, who we're going to get to your Texans here in a little bit.
So it's just an issue of if the team is performing better, the offense is functioning better. The consequence could be the way that the team is being run, or the offense being run is it's going to hurt Peyton Manning's performance, his opportunities, the way he plays. But the team overall is winning.
They're winning.
And how many
in
teams
spite
have
of
won
his
Super
performance.
Bowls without amazing quarterbacks?
You know what?
There's been plenty, but
there's something to this that we haven't really talked about. Weed has been legal in Denver now for over a year. And Peyton Manning is falling apart. I think there might be some connection there. Obviously, there is a 1-to-1 connection.
I think it's all the Papa John's he's been down at.
Seriously, it's that. I think he needs to start smoking pot.
Again, I think weed and Papa John's are going to go together pretty well.
Okay,
so.
that's a problem. Well, I pissed off some people, so I want to let their voices be heard. And, of course, you can let your voice be heard on our text line right there. Can we play the first 2 voicemails about the Broncos? These were great. I really enjoyed these.
You guys finally talk about the Broncos, and it's just to try and crush our hopes and dreams. We know Manning is the fucking crypt keeper, okay? We had to live through fucking Tebow, and now we're 6-0, and everyone's just shitting on our postseason games, okay? Let us have our hopes, please. For the love of God. Give it.
Crypt keeper.
Is that the person that called the Alamo Draft House?
Yeah, I think so.
I left that voicemail.
The United States of America.
Manning sucks, and he's old? Fuck you, Calico.
That's near and dear
I like
to me.
that. I like
that's
that.
a term of endearment when somebody tells me to go fuck myself.
I'm gonna make
I get
that my
the
new text
sucking
message
thing,
from
but you can't. I mean, he is old.
He's old as shit.
He's 39.
And
he's not 60.
Yeah, he's old for football. I mean,
He's
my
young
God,
for a grandfather.
He's just a young man in general for life, but for football at that position,
How old is Peyton Manning? He's like 30.
he's 39. He's about to be 40.
Jesus
I told you, Tyler, this could happen
did you
at the
tell me,
beginning of the
Brandon?
season
What did
about
you
Peyton
tell
Manning.
me?
At some point, his body's going to stop. It doesn't matter how good he is. He's not going to be an amazing quarterback at 50. At some point between, how old was he last year? He's 39 now,
Well, if he was
38,
30
50.
hold on.
At some point.
Time out.
I had to look. I didn't know.
Jack,
I
can we
didn't
crunch
know
the
his
numbers
age.
on this? Can we crunch the
I
numbers?
just
Wait,
had
Cole,
to look it
hold
up.
on. Cole, can you look
I
it up?
had to
If he's
look it up.
39
I
this
didn't
year-
know his age now.
How old was he last year? Cole,
I didn't know his age
I might have to
this year.
crunch some numbers, but
Okay.
I'm going to guess 38.
Okay, we're going 38.
I wanted to lean that
38.
way, but I
That's
didn't know.
not
Okay.
what
I
happened.
like that, Cole. I
I like
that.
that.
There's going to be a year is going to be exist where his body can no longer function. It's going to happen.
Will it be the year after he's 39? Which is, Cole, what year would that be?
I was looking up his
Is
age.
it 38 again?
Yeah, he's going to be 38 again.
oh,
Okay, so he's
hey,
actually going
okay.
back.
Me
Gotcha.
count good.
We got a Back to the
He's like
Future thing
Benjamin
happening
Button.
here.
So,
He's
but,
actually
I
getting
mean,
in his train and going back.
The crappy thing is you want to be able to judge a quarterback's decline without having any other variables, but introducing new coach, especially Kubiak, has a much different system.
Yes,
like
he
Peyton
does.
Manning lights, get out, sit back, look, throw. Kubiak's like, all right, hike it, and then run around in a big circle. The bootleg.
They do a lot of bootlegs, waggles, play actions. I don't really understand why you're trotting him out there to do that.
If you have Peyton Manning as your quarterback, you know who's calling the plays? Peyton Manning's calling the
Manning,
plays.
yeah,
You don't
you're
want to
not.
get in his way. He knows what he's doing. He's one of the smartest
But they're
guys in the NFL.
They're undefeated, right?
They are undefeated.
They
So-
are defeated, but it doesn't make it makes sense, and I get it. But I think his performance is eventually going to kill the Broncos. I think that defense is that good. The running game is shit. It's running back by committee. They don't know who they've chosen. Is it Ronnie Hillman? Is it C.J. Anderson? And Peyton just like we've
He's
talked
going to
about.
Brett Favre them.
He is going to Brett Favre them. They're going to be in like the AFC Championship game. And he's going to throw a pick to
worst
seal the
interception
deal.
in the
The
world.
worst interception in the world. God, that was so bad.
What do you guys think about Brady saying he could play 10 more years?
Brady says he can play. How old is Brady?
38.
38. So in 10 years, how old will Brady be? Can we get that checked?
48.
That's not.
40. Okay. Brady's 38. My God, when you compare Brady to Peyton Manning, they do not look on the same level. Brady looks so much
Brady
better.
takes less hits.
That's true.
Yes, he
Like
does.
over the course of every single year.
I
And
mean,
he also
honestly,
sleeps
actually,
with
like-
Giselle. That has
that's
to help.
true.
Maybe that's bullshit.
It's like a fountain
Cole,
of
can you
youth,
look it up?
basically.
How many sacks on average does Brady take versus Manning?
I mean, I could picture Brady if it's like this, if it's like he's having this season right now, I could easily see him going 3 or 4 more, no problem.
Like, if he
10 would be
yeah.
pushing it, obviously.
10 is pushing it, but I think the point remains, and I think you're right, Jack, is that if he told you, looked you in the face, like, I can play 5 more years, everybody, all right, fuck
Yeah,
it.
I'd be like,
We'll get
okay.
out of the way. Do
Yeah,
you
look
have
at that.
Belichick? Do you have Robert Kraft? Yes.
So those guys are roughly the same age.
Brady
And-
has been sacked 380 times. Manning has been sacked 299.
Wow, so Brady's actually been sacked about
And
80
Brady
times more.
is the king of the QB sneak. That
That's
guy has
true.
been in more piles. Where do you think they fart in those piles?
Well, Peyton's
I've heard dirty
played.
things that
Like,
happen at
they
the bottom
have
of
to,
football
like-
field.
Peyton's
in
played
those
4
huddles, they
more
have
years,
to.
right? He's
Let me check.
Actually, I think
Yeah.
it's just one because Peyton was at Tennessee in 1997.
Well, Peyton
98 was his first
Peyton
season.
was also
98.
out of season.
And I
Midway through 2000, the 2000 season was the 2000.
No, Brady
One
was there in
season.
01, or there in 2000, I think, and 01. I think Brady's, he's just a year younger, which would make him, what?
Manning was
one
drafted
less
in
than
98.
38.
Not sure. What was that, Cole?
Manning was drafted in 98.
Okay. Manning was drafted in 98.
Yeah,
And
but
also, keep in mind-
Brady didn't
but-
take over for halfway.
99, 1 year.
99. Okay, so 1 year.
99,
But
1
also
year.
Peyton Manning he sat out an entire year with that neck surgery, right? So I mean, that's really they're on the same level at this point. But anyway, we've talked a lot about football. We should probably talk about something else. Do we have anything else to talk about?
Yes,
nope,
we do.
just football.
No, we
That's
do.
all we're
We
talking
do.
about
No,
this week.
just football.
Sorry,
No,
guys.
We do have something to get to, and it's something that has been plaguing this country for a long time, and I can't tell you guys enough.
I have no. Where's this going?
Kicking.
What?
Kicking.
Kicking. Oh yeah.
Learn to kick.
Kicking's
in
been rough.
Football. You want to talk about, Brandon, you breaking down how many quarterbacks there are in the NFL that are good, 12 maybe. Are there people in this country that can kick a football properly?
They're playing soccer, Tyler. That's what they do.
Well, it's not
the guys who can't play soccer that play football. And I know that's confusing.
It is very confusing.
You're not in the U.S. soccer football, but you get it.
All right, so we have to talk about this. Last week, we thought we had seen the craziest thing ever. We proclaimed it as such that it was the craziest thing we'd ever seen. It was Michigan State. It was this guy winning on a last-second block punt recovered for a touchdown in the Big House against Michigan. That's not supposed to happen. It was a 0.2 chance that it would happen. We're thinking there's no way, after us talking about it, because everybody watches this show.
Yeah, absolutely.
After the missed punts by Texas and Michigan. Sorry, I can't say that one team. We didn't think anything would get any worse than that until this past weekend when there was a game down at Florida State.
Undefeated Florida State.
Undefeated Florida State, Georgia Tech. We'll just let them take it.
All right, so this is the last play of the game.
It's blocked.
It's on the ground.
So it's okay. We're going to overtime.
Live
We're going
ball.
to overtime. We're tied.
Right? Yeah. So the guys just
no,
knock him out. Push him out of bounds.
Someone get him.
Push him out of bounds.
He'll get him here. This guy's got him.
And he's gone. That's the game. That's a 2-5 Georgia Tech team, right?
Yeah,
just beat an undefeated Florida State team.
And that's the first time Florida State has lost a regular season game in 2 years.
Jesus Christ. What I would have given to have that game be at Florida State, because the amount of surrender cobras we would have seen would have been incredible.
The surrender cobra has been at an all-time high this year. We've never seen numbers like it. I mean, it's every single school.
Brady, you know the surrender cobra, right? Surrender cobra is when your team stuns you by losing a game they should have won, and then you pull one of these. Damn it.
There's some great ones from the
like
Florida
you're holding
State
your
game.
brain in,
Yeah.
basically, like because you can't comprehend what just happened. That's the surrender cobra.
I'm glad my eyes were open when I heard you made those noises.
There you go.
Surrender cobra.
There's a surrender. There's a Stanford surrender
no,
cobra.
No, that's a Buckeye right
yeah,
there.
it's an OSU.
I spot a Buckeye from anywhere. I know that.
It looked like an S on it.
And sometimes if you do the surrender cobra, sometimes you cry about it too.
Yeah,
because when this guy beats you, sometimes you cry like a Michigan fan can only cry.
Oh, that guy paid money to go to that game and stand there. And he is. Oh my God! I like that.
Do you like that?
I like that.
I like that. I wish we had Kurt.
There he is.
You like that?
We love that. By the way,
like the short guy in the suit behind him, just walking.
what the fuck is that guy?
Like, oh,
He's taking laps with him right now.
That's the
'cause as you
shittiest
said,
hype man ever.
That's live. So no, I would have killed to have been at that game. And it's easy to go to games like that because if you go to SeatGeek.com, you can get the best tickets to all the best games across the country. You can go see those types of plays, those types of games if you go to SeatGeek. SeatGeek's really cool. Do you like that?
You're so good at
Does
doing that.
Kurt like SeatGeek too? I think he does. Can we ask him?
Probably.
Does he like it?
He's taking a break. He's
taking
walking. Oh, there he goes.
You like that?
I do. I love SeatGeek. It's amazing. And it's
Jesus Christ, if we could actually get him on the show
Just to
in
run-
his
just to
uniform,
walk.
just run and say it.
All right, so this is really cool. Go to SeatGeek.com to any of the big games. There's tons of big games coming up in college football. They're going to get better and better as the week continues. Guess what is starting soon that we'll probably get into next? NBA. Starting today. Tonight, yeah. You can start going to those games. Maybe you can get a World Series ticket. If you go to SeatGeek and you use Sportsball, the name of the show, you get a $20 rebate for your first purchase. And it's a really cool deal because they rate the seats. Because, Brandon, we've looked at sites before and it's kind of a mixed bag. You don't really know what you're going to get. But this one, it'll be fair to you. It shows you the exact value. So you're not overpaying. You're not getting screwed. So go check them out, SeatGeek.com. And you can go to any of the games. Which, for the World Series, by the way, you know how expensive that ticket's going for games 3 and 4?
How much is that going for?
In New York?
In New York.
$1,000.
Oh, my God.
Would you pay that much?
I went to a World Series game up in Arlington about, what was that, 5 years ago, I guess, when they were playing the Cardinals?
Yeah.
I got a standing room only seat, which that doesn't exist anymore. They had a little field back behind center field, and you could go. I paid $150 to stand up for the entire game, and it was awesome. It was me and actually Matt Hullum and my buddy up in Arlington. We all met up and just stood out there, and that was the last game the Rangers won. It was game 5, and then they went back to St. Louis and lost the
Lance
whole thing.
Berkman just.
Yeah,
Puma, man.
That was rough, but it was fun.
I mean, $1,000 in New York. It's more expensive there, cost of living.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
get that.
$6 here.
But that's gonna be that's gonna be rough seats, right? That's gonna be these.
Yeah,
the
you're not
upper
getting
deck.
good seats. No,
Yeah,
you're
way
not.
on center field. That's not gonna be.
Which it's going to be a great World Series, but I'm disappointed that our Cubbies did not make it, and I think I have a punishment in store because they didn't make it all the way.
Yeah,
I can't remember what that was. I think it had to involve me without pants at a urinal.
Oh.
Something along those lines.
I remember that.
Yeah, or a goat eating my pants, one of the two. So we're going to, Brandon, you do live action. We'll pull that off. Can you set that up for us?
So would you, yeah. So would you pay $1,000?
It depends. Like, yeah, I would. It depends on the game. Like, if I had a ticket available to go to the, I don't know, depending upon what it was the first time the Red Sox were going to win the World Series, or the Cubs. Like, I would pay that much money to go to a game.
If you knew ahead of time.
If I knew ahead of time. Like, if Texas played A&M in the national championship game at the Rose Bowl, I'm paying whatever money to get there.
That's what I think.
It just depends.
If you've been following a team for like 30 years, and it's the first time they're back in the World Series, then I think, that's easy.
Yeah,
I think so.
That's a no-brainer.
It's also,
of course
it can be spontaneous. What's the most you've ever spent on any sports ticket ever? I'll tell you right, while you think about it, I spent $350 on a ticket for Game 6 of the NBA Finals between the Lakers and the Celtics.
Oh, that's all you spent
on
that game?
Well, it was after the first quarter had begun. So basically what happened was Jeff and I were in Los Angeles for E3, and we're like, hey, there's an NBA Finals game going on tonight. It's like, we should try to go to it. And we're like, yeah, maybe. And then we ended up walking past this group of guys who were scalping tickets, and they were like, oh, yeah, we got tickets. And I was like, oh, shit, the game just started. We can do this. It's like, how much? Like, $700 for a pair. It's like, oh, shit. Okay, let's do it. And so we did that. And then basically I left Jeff with all the cash, and I took one ticket and ran in. And then when I made it inside and knew it was a real ticket, I called him. So Jeff was standing there holding all his cash, surrounded by people he didn't know. And then that was the game. So the Staples Center, there's a lower bowl, and then there's 3 levels of VIP seats, like box seats,
Club
and then
seats,
an upper bowl. We were on the very top row of the lower bowl behind one of the goals, and our back was up against the wall, and the VIP booth behind us was Will.i.am, Flea, and Michelle Obama in the same box. It was the weirdest grouping ever. I don't know.
That is very interesting. I get the first two, but then Michelle Obama,
it was very strange. Like Will.i.am, and so anyway, about like the game ended up it was a blowout, and so about maybe halfway through the fourth quarter, Michelle Obama and Will.i.am, and like she had her kids with her, they all left, and then Flea.
Did they leave together?
Yeah, they all went out together, and then Flea lost his mind. He started screaming, he's like, yeah, like, and so it's pretty great. And the Lakers won. I ended up turning around and high fiving.
That was
Flea.
like one of the best series, like. Past 15 years?
Yeah,
that's amazing. It's one of the greater rivalries in NBA history.
It was good.
That's
it was a lot of fun.
Awesome. I can't believe you went to those.
So fun
makes
times.
Me,
anyway, that was $350 for me. You guys got any numbers?
Probably $500-600 plus for Rose Bowl 2009, Texas versus Alabama.
Oh my God. That would have been fun. Well,
wish I chose in 05. That kind of sucks. Yeah. So yeah.
Sure wish Colt McCoy's dad wouldn't have pulled him out of the game for no reason.
Why do you got to bring that shit up?
Guys, let's not. We can't talk about Texas.
What? You couldn't fucking bring it up. Anyway,
we shouldn't be talking about Longhorns.
Did I say Cole? I'm sorry, Brandon.
You're becoming like the new Joel. You just dig.
Yeah.
You're just digging in.
His dad took him out of the game.
Not.
You want to talk shit about let's talk shit about Scotland or Ireland. Let's go like that. Let's go nuts. Let's piss off another European country.
Seriously, we haven't pissed off enough. Yeah,
that's true.
We pissed off Utah. I pissed off the Broncos. Have you pissed off anybody?
I hope not.
I mean, you will one day,
I have.
for sure.
Let's take on the moon. Fuck those guys. Fucking moon.
All right.
I don't know where to go when that happens. I don't know what to do.
Oh my God!
With my
Remember, you can
hands.
text.
I don't know.
Text the number below. We're reading them as they go along.
Yeah.
A lot of people excited about the Mets. Let's go Mets.
This comes in on the text line from Illinois. It says, Tyler, you need to replace my school's kicker. He missed 3 field goals and an extra point last game. Yes, he is a college kicker. Well, check it out. It's funny you say that because we're fed up. I'm done with it. I'm done with people missing kicks. I'm done with people telling me, oh, it's really hard. Oh, this is so difficult to catch a punt and kick it. No, it's fucking not. So much so that we proved it.
We did.
We went out and we shot a video of myself, Jack, and Joel.
And Joel.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
You were probably sleeping. This was early in the morning.
Yeah,
I don't.
You were too. Yeah, we couldn't wake you up. You're too busy. So we went out to go shoot a video, and we actually kicked some field goals.
Yeah, it was fun. Went to a local high school football field around the corner, a little practice field, and and kicking footballs is easy.
So easy.
Super easy.
So easy.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. So if you want to see that, stick through the show. We're going to play that, I think, before or after the credits. One of the two. It's going to be
towards the end of the show.
So it's going to be awesome. You get to see our skills, and we get to show you that it's really not that big of a deal kicking field goals. It's not, Brandon.
Yeah, anyone can do it.
Even you could have made some.
Anyone could do it.
Make a lot.
You think you can kick a field goal?
Here he goes again. Greatest hurler of all
like
time,
30
greatest kicker.
at once.
What?
If you put them all like dominoes,
okay,
like in front, I can kick the back one, and I can get them all in.
All into what?
Fucking goal.
Oh.
Goal post.
Are you okay? You've been hanging out in Denver a little too long? What's going on over
Seriously.
there?
I've been hanging out with Peyton.
Kicking's annoying. Like, I don't know why the NFL wanted to move back the field goal and
It's
make
been
kicking a
fascinating.
harder part of the game. I don't want to lose a game on a kick.
Because nothing should
point
be
after.
automatic. Nothing should be automatic in football, and that's exactly what's happened. It's like they've missed it's like 16-point afters now. That's amazing.
I've never seen it. Not like this year.
There was one last
every
night got
level.
missed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's banging off the pole.
Why does that make it a better game?
Because everyone has to step up their game and be better at what they do.
Yeah, but do you care if the kickers aren't stepping up their game?
Yes, obviously. I'm sure
Why?
there's plenty of people that are pissed off about that. Because
They don't even want to be kickers.
They're just like disappointed. Like I could have been a doctor, but I'm
They
an
don't
NFL
know. They
kicker.
want to be
God
playing
damn
for
it.
Barcelona and
And can you not name another team?
Manchester. I was going to say Manchester.
I got Germany, I got England,
I was going to say
Man U,
Manchester, and then for a second I was like, you better not say Madagascar. Just take a second. Make sure Manchester comes out properly and not Madagascar. Although I'm sure they have a team.
gosh.
Mad U. It's
You know,
a great team.
we probably have to address this. You know, we like to talk about international, sporting events. as you guys come
we
to
love
know.
talking
We
about it.
love.
We know so very little about
Yes, we
international
do.
sports.
So-
Unfortunately, we're working on it though.
Yes, we are. And we're getting correspondents in the field. That's a promise. I think we actually have a correspondent who called into the show today. We'll get to that in a second. I want to apologize to all the rugby fans across the globe.
What, did you say that the game was over?
I said it was over. I just announced the All Blacks the champions, not even realizing some more fucking games were going on.
Oh, the All Blacks
And
would win
it's
it
like
all.
I sit up here and I'm like, oh, I'm not your typical American. No, I'm so open-minded. No, I'm a fucking schmuck like the rest of them. Like that totally got it wrong. So I'm sorry to all the other countries and people who like rugby. It's still going on. And
It is.
And it's huge because it's going to be.
It's Australia versus New Zealand. That's
All Blacks
that's going to be an
versus- yeah,
amazing
exactly.
game.
All Blacks versus whom?
Australia. Because they're All Blacks are from New Zealand.
Yeah, but the Australians don't have a nickname?
I don't think they do.
They're the
I'm sure they do. Texas.
Wallabies. They're the Wallabies.
Wallabies.
Thank you, Ashley.
There
See?
we go.
There you go.
There you go.
So Wallabies versus the All Blacks. That's exciting. That's
At least
gonna
I
be a
knew the
fun
name of
game.
2 countries and fucking Barcelona over here, and that's it. So,
I knew 2 teams.
all right. I think we had a voicemail. One of our correspondents
Real Madrid.
is in Australia right now. I think he left us a voicemail. Can we play that one for the folks?
Hello, this is Ricardo. Wait, no, he's from Australia.
We're missing.
We're missing the audio.
Hello, this is Eduardo from Australia. I had to dial like 37 numbers to call this thing. Don't fuck the show up while I'm gone. All right, bye.
Thank you, Edward. His name
Thank you,
it was like
Eduardo.
Ed Guardo before. Now he's actually getting it right.
He's putting a lot on us
We'll
to
try-
not fuck up the show.
we'll
Like
try
it's
not
his or
to.
something, or like he's on it. I mean, that's odd. But
we miss you, Eduardo.
yes, we miss you so much. You better bring some stuff back.
Absolutely.
Is all I care about.
Man, he's gonna be down there for the rugby game. That's gonna be awesome.
He
I
is,
think
that's
that game is
huge.
tonight, as a matter of fact.
No, it's not.
When is it?
I specifically looked this up.
I know
So
it's- I know
fuck
it's
it up
soon.
again. It's on Halloween.
Oh, it's Halloween. It's 31st.
It's on Saturday night. It's New Zealand, which is the All Blacks, versus Australia, which is the Wallabies.
Are they dressing up for the game?
Yes.
Yes,
They're
they
dressing
are.
up
And
like
they're
they're dressing up
traditional
like
Wallabies.
football players.
Like they're I don't even know what a wallaby
Wallaby.
is. Is that just like a
You never
janky
watched Rocko's
term
Modern
for
Life when you were a kid?
It's a kangaroo.
Kind
like a
of.
small
It's just
kangaroo,
another word
yeah.
for, or it's a.
It's a different version of a
So it's
kangaroo.
a small person kangaroo.
Politically correct.
Well, I can't
yes.
say midget because that's wrong. So but it's
midget kangaroo.
it's like
little-
a midget
little person kangaroo.
It's okay. I didn't know that. That's cool. Why are you smiling so much about that?
No.
You just like seeing me sweat over here, basically. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. I mean, I'm not gonna watch it, but I think it's gonna be great for the people
Can't
that
wait.
are.
It's
He'll
gonna be
announce the
awesome.
winner.
I will never watch
Yeah,
that.
I'm not gonna.
we should watch it. I mean, I will watch it, not have any clue what's happening there.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss
I just
it.
know they get in piles and put thumbs up butts
It's
and
a
stuff.
scrum.
Well,
That's a scrum.
That's why we're gonna have correspondents to tell us about this shit. They don't put thumbs up butts. I mean, they might. They might grab junk. I mean, possibly.
Oh, it happens.
Like they do get in they lock the arms.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
They get in the
Like, there's
circle
gotta be
and
like
they push,
dick punching
and then the
going
ball
on.
comes rolling out behind them, and then they start going down the field.
They
and
hate
it's something
us
like you can
so
only like
much.
pass back. You can only lateral like 4 times, and then you have to kick it. I think, or
Let's
I don't know.
not make statements like that about things we don't know about. So, like,
I've seen a little bit. So
you feel confident. Trust me, I've been there. You feel confident, and then you go for it, and then everyone fucking hates you.
So what we're
That's
saying is
happens.
congratulations to the All Blacks, winners of this year's Rugby World Cup. World Championship.
Yes, that's totally going to happen. So congratulations to both those teams for being in. We look forward to the results so we can talk about them when they're like real and they actually happened. And then also F1. This was kind of crazy. So F1 was this past weekend in Austin, which is a really big deal. And unfortunately, the weather was just shit. Yeah. Like it just rained. There was this bad hurricane down in Mexico that just like came up, Patricia, I think it was, or whatnot. It was like the worst hurricane of all time, and like it did not stop raining.
Probably not of all time.
I swear to God, I watched it.
The strongest hurricane ever.
Well, Cole, can you look that up?
It was the strongest hurricane in history.
Wow, okay, all right.
Did you say it was the stormiest?
Since like
strongest hurricane in history?
Oh, I
in
thought
the
he said
last
it was the
100
stormiest.
It was big and stormy.
like since like
It's like she was a
1900,
shadow
not
show.
like
What?
Are you going to argue this?
Well, it's not like a meteor hitting and like
Yeah,
killing
no,
the
I'm saying
dinosaurs, but I mean,
there had to be worse.
probably in recorded history.
Yeah,
How about that?
Recorded history. That works better.
That's people who are just shaking their heads.
No,
All
it's
right.
fucking dinosaurs. Hear you say that, and they remember world's
Nothing
worst
dinosaurs.
hurricane, year negative a lot.
We are off the rails, folks.
I
We
can't
are
even.
off the rails.
F1 was a
F1.
thing.
So I was in London and on the radio and on TV they were talking about the F1 stuff, and it's kind of cool. Like, wow, they take it super seriously
Yeah, it's a
over
big
there.
deal.
Yeah.
It's a
And
really
also
big
the
deal.
guy who won. He's English, right? He's
Yeah,
from
Lewis
London.
Yeah.
Hamilton. Like
he's
he
won
just
3
repeated.
or 4 of the races here in Austin, right?
And not only did he win the race, but he won like the entire
Yeah, like,
like,
he scooped
championship.
it. Yeah.
I think I feel like less confidence.
And apparently he's like the Derek Jeter of F1. Like he's the guy who's parties all the time.
He's single,
like,
got
And
the
everyone
babes.
loves him,
Yeah.
right?
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's
Does
what
he
it
give them fruit baskets after he sleeps with them like Jeter did?
that's not true.
That's a totally true thing. When you sleep with Derek
I know.
Jeter.
I have the gift basket here.
I would play for the same team if it was for Derek Jeter. There's a few guys on my list that I would.
Jeter.
Jeter's definitely
Jeter.
one. But no, like if you sleep with Derek Jeter, you get a fruit basket. That's what he would always do. He sends you a letter. I'm not kidding. This is real.
No, I believe it. I've seen the fruit basket you have.
And like he, and he'll write you a letter saying thanks for sleeping with me.
So okay,
and
so
then you're
also
gone.
on this whole F1 thing though, so his teammate came in second place, right?
Yeah,
so
this was super
So
weird.
they do it where it's like the same. By teammate, it's really they're racing for the same company, right?
Yeah, it's not like they're buddies or.
Yeah, and so the guy in second place was on his same team, and I don't know if it was something where like, hey, hold back, let Hamilton take the win or what. But after the game was over, he actually so Hamilton gave him a hat to wear that said second place.
Yeah.
Dude, throw it back at him. He's like, F you take your hat back, and it's like. That's pretty shitty. Here we go. He made a clip of it. He's like, here's your hat. Okay. Came in first. Here's yours for second. And he's like, yep. No, you take it right back.
I mean,
that was a pretty flippant throw right
Yeah.
there. Jesus.
If he didn't throw it back, I think we'd be saying that was kind of shitty of the guy who won to throw this guy
He did
the
kind of
second place hat at him.
Yeah, I mean, he did kind of just toss it in his lap.
But still, it just looks
Yeah.
bad, and you just
That
look like a
looks- it
child.
looks-
All right, let's break this down.
It looks very petty. So, and then, okay, in the little tight button hook right there.
Yeah, he did. He threw
didn't
it like
lead
he
him.
was on an assembly line or something, just like, here you go, here you
Like
go, here's your
fucking
second
Odd
place. I'm
Job
better than
from-
you. Everyone loves me. And
Yeah.
Bond.
yeah, seriously. I don't understand teammates though in race car driving. I don't understand race car driving.
No?
No, because all you do is take fucking left turns.
Not
that's
F1. Have you watched
NASCAR.
F1?
No, I get that F1 does the thing, but like
F1
you're
is
still,
amazing.
But how
Yeah.
can you have a teammate?
Well, it's on the. I mean, basically, it's the same company who's paying for all this stuff. So
No, I
Yeah.
get that.
F1, I'm all for.
No, I
there's-
think it's cool as shit. I'm just saying, I just don't understand. Why do you have to have a teammate?
Well, I mean, it's
It just means they race for the same company.
Yeah.
Clearly not. They do not play for the same team. They hate each other.
We said there were like 40-something different teams in NASCARs. Like, you're not going to be able to. I mean, if it was everyone had an individual team, you'd only have like 15 teams out there. You only have like 15 cars on the track. So you have companies that sponsor multiple races.
Yeah, and they
Right.
pay
racers.
billions of dollars, so they got to have.
Right, I get it, but it's clearly not working out for those two. Like he does
It's
not
working
want to
out.
be his
Yeah,
teammate.
yeah.
It's working out for the company.
Like, and
it
it
wasn't
seems-
BMW. Who was it, BMW Mercedes who won? Ferrari?
I have no idea. Joel could tell us. I don't know.
Mercedes?
If Eduardo could call back in, that would be great. But no,
Yeah,
it's-
it was Mercedes. Yeah, Mercedes loves it. They're
but it
super
seems
happy.
like it's almost like Seabiscuit. Like, like Seabiscuit, he was trained to like lose to other horses. Like, I wouldn't want to be like the second guy in a team. Like, that's shitty. Like, I want to win. Like, why do I have to keep backing up Lewis Hamilton? I don't get that.
I mean, I think the guy who got second, he was in first for a while. I don't think there's any report that they said, put your brakes on and let this other guy pass.
Oh, this is awesome. Good. I'm going to challenge this. Somebody just texted in. I will fight you, Tyler. NASCAR is awesome. I love that. I will take on the entire South. I don't get NASCAR. I don't
Why
get
is it
it.
gotta be the South?
You take
Why is it gotta
left
be the
turns
South?
all day
I
long.
agree.
That is all you do.
I agree that I can see why people like NASCAR, but seriously, it's like, oh my God. Oh, left turn. God.
Yeah, and they call golf boring. Like
I want to take Brandon. They have F1 or not F1. They have NASCAR tracks you can actually go and race on, like do the practice race or whatever.
It's hard.
I would love to see you take one of those and just go, okay, just do left turn.
No, it's hard and it's scary.
You're gonna be
And
shaking.
there's no power steering.
Man. Yeah, that'd be great.
Still,
Probably
I
not
don't know.
automatic.
I don't understand NASCAR. I think it's great.
We should go to
whatever.
we should go to K1 Speed here in Austin. Do some racing on that. I'd be all
Another
for
challenge?
that. I love doing some go karting.
The thing with NASCAR that I think the number one thing people like about it is there's more passing, as I understand it. You just have more guys passing one another. It's
So like
less,
when another car goes faster than another car, it'll pass it.
Well, there's like
on a left turn.
The drafting or whatever.
Right.
So I think.
It's all science here.
No, I mean I think that's why one of the big reasons why people like NASCAR over F1.
We have an interesting tweet from William the Bow.
William
he
the Bow.
suggests that we should pick a team from a sport that we don't know anything about and force ourselves to learn about that sport by watching that team.
I like that. That
Okay.
sounds like
I
a
like
high
that.
school project.
Like-
Like you're to learn about a representative. So
Like I really like that.
should we have the audience pick who are watching as well? Like maybe we do that. Maybe we'll do a poll. Like put out what sports first of all, and then which team within that sport. We should do something like that. That'd be cool. Force us to get some knowledge. That'd be good.
That would be good. I
Or
like that a
force
lot.
everybody to watch the Texans.
Oh Jesus, we're gonna get to that in a second.
I mean we don't have. It's
Got
just
some.
gonna be.
No. We're going to talk about
gonna
that.
be
No,
me.
because you're here and you're a Texas fan, and we have to talk about that. Got some good text messages coming in, probably supporting me more than the other side, saying no one gives a fuck about NASCAR except people from the deep South. Okay, there's one.
Jordan Swears, the creator of Rooster Teeth Animated Adventures, loves NASCAR. Wanted to be a NASCAR driver when he was a kid.
Well, according
right.
to this text message from Indiana, it says, "No, you're right, Tyler. NASCAR is dumb as shit."
Fair enough.
All right, here's a tweet from Alistair Higgins. He said Hamilton's teammate Nico Rosberg, he's the one who threw the hat back. He lost the championship last year as well, and also again this year to Hamilton. So he lost 2 years in a row to the same guy.
okay,
So yeah,
gotcha,
I can
gotcha.
understand being a little pissed off at that. So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
Thanks
I
for the
get that.
here's your little flip it. He does not like that. He does not like
God,
that. He's like, there you go.
Looking at that again, that is
Yeah.
a dick move by Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah.
And they're
Like,
both
could you at
dicks.
least take it over to him and just give him the hat?
Like,
Both
hey,
dicks. You can
thank
tell
you.
that neither of them like one another.
Clearly.
Clearly, they do not. I'm all for this Nico
It's like
guy.
Penn and Teller. Like they just kind of put up with each other, but they're not actually buddies or anything.
You know
like
that's
that.
an act. They're actually friends.
They're actually not.
It's an act.
You know them?
Yeah. I read all about him. I'm a big fan of Penn.
No. It's just
I thought you
Penn
were just.
Sunday
best
School. Like
friends.
actually, I read.
I
His
thought
stuff.
he was going to stop it. No, it's an act, Jack. It's magic. I thought that's where you were going to stop.
Our friendship is an act. It's an illusion. An illusion.
It's an illusion. Speaking of illusions, we have to check this out. Last week we talked about Harry's and the wonderful products that they have, and I asked people to do something with my face, Photoshop it a little bit, and I held up the razor, which is amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
And told them to do a little creation on my face. We had a fan do something. It made me look like a fucked up Clint Eastwood.
Whoa.
Half, I don't know, or Clint Eastwood's simple brother. That's the guy I look
You
like.
so
It's very interesting, but I want you guys to go check out Harry's because it's my new favorite thing. I'm not kidding. Their face wash is so good. It's like eucalyptus, and that's a plant
that
that's
stuff is
in
good. That's an Australian.
It's in Australia, and the koala bears eat it.
They do.
They're marsupials, and if you go to Harry's,
Cole, can you check on that? Make sure they're marsupial.
they're not a wallaby.
Like wallabies, they are
They're
marsupials.
They are marsupial.
They're small, but they're normal size. The wallabies are the little people kangaroos.
Small, but they're normal size. All right.
But they're small in stature, but they're not small like a wallaby would be, because that's a defect. I'm not saying that's a defective thing if you're listen. All right, so
you can't dig up out of this hole. Go.
clearly not. I don't. Yeah. All right, so go to Harry's. Harry's is awesome, and they're great, and the razors are amazing. If you go type in Sportsball, you get a $5 promo code to off your first purchase. It's really, really badass. They have a really cool story too. They were just a bunch of guys that started the company because they were sick and tired of waiting at a store that sells, I don't know if I can say those names, a place like Walgreens. I don't know if I can say Walgreens. If you go to Walgreens and you have
I
to,
hope we beep that out.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, you have to
We got a live
wait behind the
censor.
counter,
Hit the dump.
then they have to unlock the good blades, and you got to bring it back to you, and it takes 30 minutes. So these guys are like, nah, fuck this. We're just gonna make good blades, and we're gonna give them to people. So that's what they did. Go check out Harry's. It's awesome.
There we go.
There we go.
Man, I might have to be shaving my beard here a little bit.
I'm kind of excited about that. We're going to do that with Harry's. We have to if we shave your beard.
What are we doing with the hair?
I don't know. Someone talked about actually gluing it to their face or something. So for those of you who have been watching, we do an Extra Life stream. This little aside from Sportsball. November 7th and 8th this year. It's from 8 a.m. on Saturday, November 7th until 8 a.m. on the 8th on roosterteeth.com. We're going to be streaming Extra Life, which is a charity. They raise money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Raise a lot of money. We did like $440,000 last year.
It's unbelievable.
This year I want to try to raise $500,000. And so as part of that, if we raise $300,000 during the stream, which last year we raised like $225,000 during the stream, so not including the Rooster Teeth donation, which is a whole other thing, I will shave this beautiful thing off. I have not been clean shaven in over a decade. So
would you do it?
I'll use the Harry's.
If it happened during the stream?
Yeah.
Would you do it live on the stream?
It would have to be during the stream. That's
okay.
Yeah. So
gotcha.
Yeah. So that's gonna be lots of fun.
I'm excited for that. All right, give your money.
There we go.
Let's do this. I have no idea.
Are you worried about what might be under there? Because it's been a long time since you've seen it.
It's kind of like Memento, where actually I have tattoos all under here, like what to do, and
or like a portal to another dimension.
Yeah.
It's like that Brian Wilson commercial. You remember him? The guy with the beard, pitcher for the Giants.
Yeah,
and he had like the commercial with like ninjas and like shit are in there. So you have a rocking beard. I'd hate to see it go. I don't like seeing beards get shaved.
It's gonna be sad.
You can trim. That's what you do. I just said like don't shave. Like you should shave because of Harry's.
Speaking of beards, NHL starts is going on. It's been going on right now, and we got a team that's like 9-0 right now. Which is apparently we do, and there's going to be if they win 10 in a row, it's not the Blackhawks. Cole, can you see who it was? I forget which team it was. If they go 10-0, that ties the most the best record right out the gate.
I think Cole said Montreal.
Cole said Montreal.
They are the Canadiens.
I did say Montreal.
He did not say Montreal. Or did you?
Yes.
Oh, you did say Montreal. Okay.
And they're the Canadiens.
So the Montreal Canadiens doing really good right now. They are. I think in that pick we did a couple weeks ago, I said it was like a 2-5-0 teams, and the Canadiens were one of them. So now they're going.
I like that.
That's pretty great, and I'm excited. I like hockey. I like watching it, but we don't get it down here as often. That's the thing.
Yeah, we don't.
A lot of people don't realize is that we have kind of location based sports. So like there's some stuff that just doesn't pop up in our area because we're in the South. You know, if you're in the North, you get a lot more hockey and things of that nature. But down here we get more football, baseball, basketball, and so.
And Texas only has one team.
Yeah.
Houston was in line to get a team. I think they're trying to get Calgary, the Flames, but then the strike happened. Right. And then it was just everything bottomed out on the NHL, and there was just no demand after that. So with one team for an entire state, it's hard to see a lot of traction, at least for us.
Yeah, I mean the Stars were great back in the 90s. They won a couple championships back to back.
Oh, I think it was more recent than that.
Was it in the 2000s? I guess. But anyway,
so I think that's great, and I love hockey, and that's awesome. You know what's better than that though is seeing some drunk people do some really dumb shit.
Oh, that's true.
So we're going to talk about that.
That could be.
You guys excited about that?
That could be literally any sport.
All right, so we got a video of a guy giving a pregame speech.
Okay.
And he's drunk as shit.
Okay.
He has his shirt off. Can you guess the city he's from?
Can we guess it? Before we see the clip?
Before you see it. I want you guys to guess.
No shirt on. I'm going to go Philadelphia.
Oh, ding, ding, ding.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah.
Fucking God!
Wow. How did you get footage of me?
Yeah!
Man, I was really upset that day.
Are you kidding? We haven't won one fucking championship in 35 years!
Yeah!
Tonight! This man a fucking beer.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there we are. I think that was that's Silver Linings Playbook, right? That's just pull that clip directly from that film, and then immediately gets into a fight with.
Just said fuck the Mets. There we go. He went on to say, by the way, he's like, tonight we're gonna win, and we're gonna go to the Super Bowl, and if we don't win. Well, I don't know what's going to happen. Which is just, I mean, it's ingenious right there. But that guy went on to insult somebody's wife, and then I think he passed out. So I think that's great. Philadelphia just warms my heart with their fan base.
I mean, the guy looked like he was having a pretty good time.
Yep.
I mean, I envy him. I mean, I get it. I mean, when you're tortured like that, and this is probably not his first year there. You know, year after year after year, you're just tortured and tortured and tortured and tortured.
Are you really
Especially
though,
like the Eagles.
Are you really though?
The Eagles have gone they went to the NFC Championship game 4 years in a row, only the Super Bowl once. It's like
no, that's not.
That's like a lot of. That's like blue balls
That
for
is-
like
no.
over the course of like.
No, Philly is they're hot garbage. That's what they are. I'm sorry, your fans suck. I'm not saying your city sucks.
Oh, their
I'm
fans
saying your
don't suck.
fans-
They're
their
crazy.
fans are fucking terrible.
Oh, they
will always have the guy that threw up on a teenage girl voluntarily at a Phillies
Fans
game.
in the Northeast are the best sports fans.
They are the worst sports
But no,
fans.
They are the
passionate.
most dedicated.
Best and passionate are two different things.
Passionate.
Yes.
Then what do you
they're
mean by
passionate.
best?
Well, you said best.
I thought that's what we were talking about. They're the most passionate fans.
They're the most passionate fans. They like burn their own shit down and they riot all the time. Boston does it weekly.
Yeah.
For every championship that they win because that's their life. They don't have a lot going on
That's
up
one
there.
good thing about Longhorns fans. Like, we lose a game, even one we're like supposed to win. It's just like, oh man.
Yeah, because we're fucking
I'm gonna
elitists.
go to the
We're like
lake.
witty
Let's go to the
twitty.
bar.
All right, you want
Yeah.
to talk about tortured though? The most tortured fan base probably in the NFL? It's a Bills. It's got to be the Bills.
The Bills have had
The
a
Bills-
I mean,
rough-
people. I don't know how
rough
many
run of
people
luck.
remember the 90s. I think they won 4 straight Super Bowls.
I'm going to tell you, the Bills remember the 90s.
Bills remember the
Everybody
Super
in
Bowls.
Buffalo remembers the 90s because they went to 4 straight Super Bowls and they lost every single one of them. And those teams were stacked. Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, and some of the best defenses in the league, and they got steamrolled every single year. So they're impervious to pain. So this has been like a phenomenon going on this year. Is like Buffalo fans like trying to intimidate, what is the fucking word?
Intimidate?
Madagascar.
No, not
Intimidate.
Imitate?
imitate. Like
Hey, there
life,
we go.
Jack. Thank you so much.
Intimidate.
The WWE. So we have a few videos of this. Look at this shit.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Oh, I missed. Oh, is it hailing there too? Oh, Jesus Christ. That's a happy Bills.
Oh, we got
here we
more.
go.
This is like a thing.
Why is this a thing?
I don't know because they hate
There's
themselves.
nothing else to do.
There's nothing to do
guess
in
not.
Buffalo.
That's why they're so passionate about the teams. There's nothing else to do.
The
There's
American
nothing else to
healthcare
do.
system is the best on the planet.
Seriously,
Clearly.
God, just dumb
Jesus.
drunk people. I
Hey,
love
someone
it.
pointed out that did Jack know that there's actually an AFL team in Austin? That's the our AFL hockey team in Austin. Yes, we have the Texas Stars,
Yeah,
which are
they
the Dallas
kick
Stars.
ass.
Yeah, they've been fantastic. They won the championship a few years ago, and anyway, yeah, it's a local team here. It's up in Cedar Park, just north of Austin, and yeah, that's fun to go watch them. I've seen them play live a few times. And so,
I like when we had the Ice Bats.
Yeah.
That was a
Oh,
previous
the Ice
team in a
Bats were
previous
awesome.
league.
The Ice
That's
Bats
a cool name.
They were all guys who were basically retired from the NHL and just all old and just wanted to drink. And it was rough hockey. You watch the younger guys play, and it's like, oh, these guys are fighting to be in the NHL. These guys are fighting for the pros. So they play.
Those were fun games. I was wrong though on both accounts. I don't think it's Philly or Buffalo that's the most tortured fan base. I can't even believe I forgot this. It's Cleveland.
Oh yeah,
It's Cleveland. It is Cleveland.
It's Cleveland, Detroit, Houston. Maybe now some more Cleveland, Houston.
No, not even close.
I don't think Houston, really.
Cleveland had something.
Then the Rockets back. I mean, the Rockets did pretty damn good.
Dude, Cleveland had their fucking river catch on fire. They haven't won a championship in like 60 years. The Cavs lost in the playoffs or the NBA championship last year. They lost LeBron, then they got LeBron back. Nothing has ever got. They've had 20 like starting quarterbacks since like 1980 something.
They made it to the finals last year.
They
LeBron
did.
So.
All right, so let's get into that
Yeah.
real quick. The
Yeah.
NBA. I know you're a big NBA guy. Like everybody's already saying, it's LeBron's year. Because
Every year's LeBron's
goddamn,
year.
Cleveland needs like
Every
a
year,
break.
the MVP, it's such a joke because it's basically like we all know LeBron's the best player, but who do we think this year had the biggest impact or who's the most impressive? At the end of the day, every single year, LeBron's the best player.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I think what you're going to notice here is the same thing you noticed in Miami. You figure out how to play with all the guys that just got thrown out of team all at once. You know, Kevin Love came back, which I think we were all surprised about.
Right, big
But
time.
now he's back for a second
Tristan
year.
Thompson is
They're gonna-
back.
Yeah, they're going to figure out how to gel, and they're probably going to win it. Because I think it was the second year when they were in Miami
That they
where
won.
they won.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
the Cleveland should have won last year, but they had so many injuries. They were playing with like 7 players
They
by
were
the end of
beat
the
up,
season.
yeah.
I mean, the fact they made it to the finals was incredible with
Well,
the
they had
roster they
Deldova,
had.
who was playing out of his mind,
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
above his pay grade.
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, he's just another jag, which,
Yeah.
by the way, sports ball term jag is just another guy. There you go. Now you can take that to all your parties this weekend for Halloween and say, that guy's just a jag.
What
He's
are
just a
you
jag.
dressed as for? I'm a jag.
I'm a jag, just another dude.
Just another
But we know
guy.
the sleeper this year is the
That'd be
Pacers. I think if anybody's going to
Pacers?
take on Pacers, anybody's
All
going
right.
to take on Cleveland, it's going to be the Pacers.
I think any year that Greg Popovich is alive is a year that he can win an NBA championship.
Christ.
I know you guys
And they
fucking
got,
hate the Spurs, but he's Greg Popovich.
They got
I don't
Aldridge
even
down
hate it.
there.
It's
in the
like-
offseason. Exactly.
They got Marcus Aldridge.
I'm like unbelievably
Yeah, I hate you when I
indifferent
hate
to
the
the
Spurs.
Spurs.
I
They're
do-
just so frustratingly
Why?
irrelevant.
Why?
No, not
There's
irrelevant.
nothing
No,
fun about watching that
yes,
team.
yes, that's it right there. The Spurs are a very boring team to watch, but god damn, they are good, and it's annoying as hell because it's like, oh, Oh, all right. They just keep winning, and like I just can't wait for Ginobili and all those guys just to retire. Like Tim Duncan has that face. He has that sad puppy dog.
Yeah.
He also bitches about more calls than anybody else. He's always like,
Yeah, like what do I do? He has that. Anyway, it's
The most interesting thing that's ever happened to the Spurs is when Tony Parker got his eye poked out at a club.
he did. Was that because he was cheating on his wife at the time, or no?
probably.
He's a
I don't
piece
know.
of shit.
He's a
Frenchie,
French bastard.
cheating on Eva Longoria. She's beautiful.
We're talking about international stuff right now.
Yeah,
so there
no,
you go.
well, they are the international team. They have somebody from Australia
Yeah.
who's
Yeah.
a wallaby guy. They have people from Argentina.
No, he's a kangaroo. The wallabies
He's
are
a
the short
kangaroo.
ones.
The defected kangaroos.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a fun
defected
year in the
kangaroos.
NBA. I mean, we'll see. We always think that no one can unseat a team, but that's what happens when teams become good. You didn't know about them.
And so someone here from Birmingham, Alabama, just pointed out that Popovich is the Team USA coach. Is
Yeah,
that true?
he's taking over for Coach K.
Coach K is dropped. Really, I love Coach K.
You were
that's
the
upsetting.
only person that likes Coach K.
Kelly, that guy is amazing.
What do you have
See,
against
like
Coach
publicly,
K?
I would say Coach K is a great guy and he's really cool. Nobody fucking likes Coach K.
Absolutely,
Who?
Coach.
Who
He's
doesn't
like
like Coach K?
everyone. He's like Bill Belichick of college basketball. He's the rat guy. Nobody likes him. Nobody likes Coach
I mean,
K.
people on his team like him. He's also given us 3 gold medals over the last or 2
No,
gold medals?
I'm not taking that away from him at all.
He's great.
No, I think that's fine. I
And
think
how
it's
many
all well
Final
and good.
Fours? How many Final
okay.
Fours has Duke been in?
Yeah, I mean that dude. He's
Yeah, no, I
amazing.
get that. Hey, he's off. I'm not
Like,
trying to like tarnish his accomplishments. I'm just saying he's not very well liked. It's kind of like Bob Stoops.
Well,
Great
that's-
coach. Don't like him. Don't like his
Who doesn't
family.
like Bob Stoops?
Nobody likes Bob Stoops.
Who do you hang out with,
Except for the
Tyler?
people in fucking Oklahoma.
No one else
They like
here
him.
gives a shit about any of these
Nobody
people.
cares about Bob Stoops. Nobody except Oklahoma people. Nobody looks around and is like, oh man, I really like
Yeah, you know what's
Coach
good-
Stoops.
You know who I want my daughter to marry? That Stoops kid. He looks good. That Stoops
He's a
feller.
fine
he
young
looks-
man.
Nobody
Man,
wants to marry a
going
fucking
places.
Stoops. Nobody wants to
got
marry
himself a
Stoops.
good
Would
job.
you be
Good
okay with your
brothers.
daughter having Stoops as the last name?
I wouldn't mind.
Dumb last name. Sorry, not sorry.
Oh, just think about walking your
Am I the
daughter down
only
the
one?
aisle
Stoops is
and
married.
Stoops is at the other end of it. Oh, my God.
Cole, can you repeat that?
Stoops is married.
Stoops is married.
Thank you.
God.
Appreciate that.
Someone jumped on that grenade. All right.
Thank you.
We should start wrapping this thing
Yeah,
up
we
here.
gotta
You
wrap
wanna-
this
you want
thing
to
up.
talk some picks?
Let's get to our picks.
You guys had a good week last week. Did I not bring it up? Did I erase them? Where the hell did I put my picks? I don't know. Here, someone stall while I find these things.
Okay, stall. Here, we can actually talk about something a little somber because there was a horrible tragedy this past weekend in Oklahoma State. Once again, a university that knows a lot about tragedy, unfortunately, when a young woman who apparently was drunk drove into a crowd at the homecoming event for Oklahoma State, killed multiple people, injured dozens. So thoughts and prayers to Oklahoma State. That's a school that does not need another tragedy after 2 plane crashes and then this. It's just awful.
No matter
That
what the
is
school,
terrible.
who the
Yeah.
people, that's just
It's just terrible.
it's just shared.
Yeah, we give a lot of shit to certain teams, and like certain people will crap on. Like I'm not a big fan of the Spurs. I don't want anything like that to ever
no,
happen. If
absolutely
anyone in that.
not, no.
That's the one thing about sports. Is like there's something everyone can get behind. You can have your rivalries, you can have your arguments,
Yeah.
but at the same time, we're all enjoying this. We all
Exactly.
love the games.
And you know
we
what?
love
The guy that I just shit on, Bob Stoops, was the first person to say we need to stand up. You know, we stand with Oklahoma State today in this tragedy.
Yeah, it's the joy of sports that brings everybody together. I think we've all been to a sports game and high-fived a stranger or, argued
Oh,
or
yeah,
talked
they
to that
become like your
person
family
about
member, yeah.
random things, and there's
Exactly.
no hello. There's just something about it that we think just makes sense and kind of makes us all feel like a unit and all feel like one big family. And so it's hard to see that.
Yeah, it really is. And also, real quick, another one. Just this has been coming in on the text line. This one really shocked me yesterday. Flip Saunders, coach for the Minnesota Timberwolves, who's been all across the league, one of the most veteran coaches, passed away at the young age of 60 from his battle with cancer. It's one of those you see in the headlines. You're like, you're kidding me. Like,
Yeah.
really?
Catches you off guard.
Just really did. So that is just an awful situation as well. There's actually a really sad but heartwarming picture of Kevin Garnett, who's back with the Timberwolves this year, sitting in his parking spot, just kind of remembering his coach. So 2 sad things over the weekend. Just remember, we had the gentleman Kevin on last night for the podcast talking about the horrible tragedy that happened with him and his friends on the road trip, coming back down to here at RTX, and he had something so great to say at the end. He said, you just cannot take your life for granted. Like tomorrow is never promised, and you have to make the most of what you have and have as many good times as you have. So for Okie State, for Minnesota, terribly sorry about that Let's get to our picks.
All right, let's get back into it, lighten up a little bit. So let's first talk about fantasy football. So this last fantasy football week, I was excited going into it because I was undefeated, facing off against Jeff, who was the number one in our other division, and he just beat the hell out of me.
He did. He did. I saw that.
So he had Ryan Tannehill going, which he just had a just insane game. He had 40 points by the end of the first half, I think.
It was unbelievable.
It was insanity.
Because of your Texans.
Yep.
Good job.
Yeah. Just let him walk all over him. So Jeff ended up beating me. So now Jeff is tied for the lead with 6 wins, 1 loss to my 6 wins and 1 loss. He's actually in the lead, the heads up, but we're on separate divisions. So that's good.
It's Freeman, man.
Cole got his second victory of the season.
Hey,
Cole.
congratulations, Cole.
Good
job, buddy.
He beat Steven, our Englishman, our London silly nannies.
I love Steven.
That was a close game. It was 90 to 88, so it was actually a pretty close one.
Good job.
John Reisinger's still hurting. He's 1-6 with Joel going on another run. Joel is 5-2.
I don't know.
He
how
started
that's possible.
0-2 and he's won
terrible.
5 in a row.
Terrible.
That's
Foster's
nuts.
out.
And let's see here. So Tyler, you actually won one. You beat Bruce. Congratulations, Tyler at 5-2, and
Bruce.
Brandon with a win, 89-83 over Gus.
I had what was it? Miller. What's the running back in Miami?
Lamar Miller.
Yeah,
Lamar Miller.
42 points on the bench. Just chilling on the bench.
I would have sitting on my
hate
bench. He was
sitting
20 something.
This is that amazing Miami-Houston game.
And
Miami-Houston
this week, I'm facing off against Gus. He's 1-6, and I'm 6-1, so that should be a give me. Cole, you're playing Jeff. I'm sorry, dude. That's a rough one. Joel and Bruce face off. 5-2 versus 4-3. That should be a good one. Tyler, you're going up against Steven, going up against our Lund boy.
That's a W.
And Brandon, you are facing off against John, so another 1-6. So you should have a decent one there. But let's get to the picks. Last week we had Tyler and Cole both went 3-2, and Joel, Mr. Joel, who's in Australia right now, went 4-1.
Yeah, he was talking a big game too after that.
Yeah, you guys all picked the James Madison Dukes to take on the Richmond
Oh,
Spiders.
yeah, by the way, that game day thing, that just fell to shit this weekend.
Yeah, what happened there?
Thanks, James Madison, for nothing.
I leave for 1 week, and suddenly we're not on
seriously,
college game
they
day
totally
anymore.
hosed us. No, they wanna, and guess where game day is this week?
I guess so.
Which
Where's it this
James-
week?
Fucking Temple.
It's in Temple.
Temple.
we have
Notre
a-
Dame is going to Temple.
We have a lot of fans in Temple. Is this Notre Dame's second college game day of the year?
Bill Cosby might be there. That's his school. That's where he learned to perfect his trade.
If we can get a Bill
I'm not
Cosby
talking
face,
about his stand-up either.
We can get a face of Bill Cosby with the hashtag Sportsball over it on college game day.
Why would
I
you
think-
even put that in the minds of any of our viewers?
I think that would be genius. Just saying. All right, let's go through some picks.
You just fucked the whole show if that happens.
This is going to be exciting. This is exciting. All right, so we got game 1 of the World Series. We got the New York Mets versus the Kansas City Royals in Kansas City. Brandon, who do you got taking game number 1?
Kansas City. Got Kansas City for the series.
All right, Cole, who you got?
Kansas City.
Kansas City also for Cole. I'm going to go with the Mets. I think the Mets are going to have it this year. Tyler, who do you got?
I got the Mets.
Mets
they
as
got
well.
Batman.
Wait, who's starting?
I'm not sure.
I think
don't know.
Batman's starting for the Mets.
There you go.
All right, so here we go. Number 9, Notre Dame at number 21, Temple. We just talked about college game day. I'm going to go ahead and say Notre Dame's got this one. Those guys, they're having a hell of a season.
I'm going
Tyler.
to go with the Pudding Pops.
Which one is that?
Temple.
Temple.
Bill
Why are
Cosby.
they the Pudding Pops?
Bill Cosby, Pudding Pops.
Oh,
Shouldn't have asked. Brandon, who you got?
He didn't
I think
crush
it's
the pills
Notre
up in
Dame.
that.
Notre Dame, and Cole,
Irish.
the Irish.
All right.
All
good.
right.
I'm the lone
You're
wolf.
the only Temple chooser there. All right, so now we got the Rugby World Cup final. We've got the Australian Wallabies versus the New England, the New Zealand All Blacks. Who do you got, Tyler?
I already said the All Blacks are going to win this
All
thing
Blacks.
last week when I thought it was over. I'm sticking with it. They're going to win.
I gotta go with my second home, Australia. Brandon, who
I
you
gotta
got?
agree. I think it's the Wallabies because
Australia.
I really like Rocco's Modern Life.
That was a really good show.
was a really good
It was
show.
a good show.
Cole, who you got? You got
Underrated.
Australia, New
It's a
Zealand.
very
Wallabies.
dangerous day.
He's going the Wallabies as well.
That's really good.
Thank
That's
you.
a good
All right.
Rocco.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You should do that more often,
Yeah.
but not on this show. Keep going.
All right, NBA begins tonight. NBA is starting tonight. We've got the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Chicago Bulls.
Is LeBron playing?
I think he's playing.
So is Derrick Rose, too.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Even though
good
he's on
matchup.
the
Derrick
line
Rose
for
is
something.
playing.
He's gonna be the-
Derrick Rose is like the Arian Foster of the NBA.
He really is. He is, though. He
Derrick
is.
Rose. This is gonna be one of the 7 games he plays this season.
It's
All right.
Bron.
Okay, you've got. So you're going with the Cavs. I'm gonna also go with the Cavs. Brandon, who you got?
Cleveland.
Cleveland. And Cole.
I'll go Bulls.
Bulls.
All goes for the Bulls.
And last but not least, we have a battle of the undefeateds with the Green Bay Packers facing off against the Denver Broncos. I'll start with this one saying that I think the Packers are gonna take it. I think that's an easy pick in my opinion. I would put money on that one.
Can we play voicemail F?
Voicemail F.
Because that's going to be my response.
Uh-oh. All right.
You need to shut your whore mouth, Tyler. You don't
fucking talk about fucking Rogers going down. Are you kidding me? They don't put that fucking curse out in the universe. What the hell is wrong with you, bitch?
Bitch. All right. So I'm guessing you're going with Broncos.
No, I'm taking the Packers to win, and Aaron Rodgers won't get hurt.
Wow.
Put
All
that
right.
in the book.
That's a reverse curse right there. Cole, who you got?
Go Pack, go.
Go Packs, go. And Brandon, who you got with Broncos versus Packers?
I will take the Broncos.
Broncos. All right, that's exciting. That's our picks for the week, and yeah, fun times. Don't forget. So tonight we have a lot of sports going on. We've got the World Series.
It's the best time of the year.
World Series starts tonight. NBA begins tonight. We've got NFL going on this week, and we've got basketball going on. Or did I already say basketball?
Yeah.
We've got all four of the major American sports are happening this week.
Absolutely. And
Rugby.
of course, did you already say the rugby thing? I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the text line. Did he say
Rugby
rugby? That's
did
on
not.
it's on Halloween.
It's this weekend.
You can tune in for that.
All right. So
Also, stay tuned right after this. We're going to show you our kicking competition, plus a bunch of Harry Carey voicemails we didn't get to, but you got to listen to them because they're really, really bad.
it was a lot of fun. Thank you, everybody.
See ya. Welcome to our first Sports Ball Challenge, I guess, guys.
Sure.
We're here today on a football field with a goalpost because there's an epidemic in this country, and it's called missed kicks and muff punts.
Just bad kicking.
Bad kicking
From
in
everywhere,
general.
from Jacksonville to Pittsburgh to the big mistake at the big house to
Texas.
Is it? Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
a couple
Yeah, I
times.
guess so. Yeah, we're kind of representing that team, the
We're actually-
afflicted team.
We're trying out for the Texas kicker right now.
We are. How hard could this possibly be?
I can't imagine this being very difficult at all.
This has got to be just a piece of cake.
not at
I
all.
mean,
Yeah.
I've never kicked a field goal in my life, but it's just put it through the
It's
uprights,
just
right?
easy, right?
It's got to be really easy. I prepared really hard for this too by playing poker and drinking whiskey last night. So I'm in perfect form to kick field goals because it can't be that hard.
All right, let's do this.
Let's do it.
All right.
Oh, it bounced over. Oh, you hit the post. It's post. Make sure you definitely have the field goal post because that's where my ball was going. Oh, God!
Oh,
That was bad!
just short.
You got some English to it, sir. You like to shank left.
I feel like I'm one kick away from getting on the long hole.
Good run! No! Oh! You did it! No! It's as easy as that. I'm ready for scholarship! I'm ready for scholarship! Joel can do it. I can do it too, right? That's the logic. Ah! Oh! Give it to me again. I want to do it one more time. That's what we get. All right, well, you know, what was funny is that we thought we were going to come out here and completely miss every field goal, Jack. But, like, apparently, it is not that hard. And even Jack can qualify to be a kicker for Texas or Michigan. Right?
Yeah, great. Kicking's super easy, guys.
It's easy. I'm ready to.
Super easy.
I'm ready for scholarship.
This is nothing. This is nothing.
No problem.
Easy. I don't know what the big deal is. Just make the kick.
Yeah.
You just kick the ball through the thing.
All right.
And you win.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
just
hire us.
Kick it right through the thing.
Kick it through the thing.
Easiest morning I've ever had. Now I'm gonna go throw up in the trash can.
All right, me too. Let's do that. Ah, my foot hurts.